Hello and welcome to the first part of our series on professional scoring with Logic Pro X. In the world of digital music production, Logic Pro X stands tall as a comprehensive software with an array of tools designed to bring your musical ideas to life. But today we're focusing on a specific feature in its vast repertoire, music scoring. Music scoring, as some of you might know, is the art of creating music that synchronizes with visual media. It's an integral part of any film, television show, or video game production, and Logic Pro X makes it accessible for everyone, from beginners to seasoned professionals. In this series, we're going to delve deep into the scoring capabilities of Logic Pro X. We'll explore its user-friendly interface, its powerful scoring tools, and its unique features that make it a standout choice for musicians and producers worldwide. Whether you're an aspiring film composer or a music producer looking to expand your skill set, this series is designed to equip you with the knowledge you need to score music like a pro. But what exactly makes Logic Pro X such a powerful tool for music scoring? Well, for starters, it offers a comprehensive set of features that allow you to create, edit, and mix music directly within the software. From its vast library of sounds and instruments to its advanced editing and mixing tools, Logic Pro X provides a one-stop solution for all your music production needs. Moreover, Logic Pro X is renowned for its flexibility. It allows you to work in a way that suits your creative process, whether you prefer to start with a blank canvas or use one of its many templates as a starting point. It's also compatible with a wide range of hardware and software, making it a versatile choice for any music production setup. Finally, we'll be covering practical examples and tips to help you get the most out of Logic Pro X's scoring capabilities. We'll guide you through the process of creating a score, from setting up your project to finalizing your mix. With this series, you are on your way to mastering the art of music scoring with Logic Pro X. Now, dive into the world of Logic Pro X, beginning with the user interface. As we venture into the realm of professional scoring, the first thing we encounter is the Logic Pro X interface. This is the control panel, your cockpit, your command center. It's where you'll spend most of your time manipulating and fine-tuning your musical compositions. At the heart of the interface lies the tracks area. This is your canvas where you paint with sound. Each track represents a different instrument or voice, giving you the chance to layer and blend to create your masterpiece. Just imagine an orchestra with each instrument playing its part. That's what the tracks area allows you to do, right at your fingertips. Next, we have the mixer. This is where you balance your audio, adjusting volumes and adding effects to ensure each track plays harmoniously with the others. Picture yourself as a conductor, controlling the volume and tone of each instrument to create a symphony of sound. That's the power the mixer gives you. Then there's the library. This is your treasure trove of sounds and instruments ready for you to explore and incorporate into your scores. From grand pianos to obscure synthesizers, the library is packed with high-quality samples and loops, enabling you to experiment with an array of sounds to find the perfect match for your composition. But why is understanding the interface so crucial? Well, think of it as learning a new language. To communicate effectively, you need to understand the vocabulary and grammar. Similarly, to use Logic Pro X effectively, you need to understand the interface. Each feature, each tool, each button has a specific function, and knowing how to use them gives you the power to create, manipulate, and shape your music just the way you want. So take the time to familiarize yourself with the Logic Pro X interface, experiment with the features, play around with the tools, get comfortable with the layout. The more you understand, the more you can do. A good grasp of the interface is your first step towards proficient use of Logic Pro X. The tracks area is where the magic happens. Let's get familiar with it. This is where the heart of your project beats. In the tracks area, you're the conductor orchestrating your own symphony of sounds. It's where you'll spend most of your time while working in Logic Pro X. So let's take a moment to understand its intricacies. Think of the tracks area as the canvas on which you'll paint your musical masterpiece. Each track represents a different instrument or sound in your composition, and it's here where you layer, arrange, and mix them all together. There are three main types of tracks you'll encounter. First, we have audio tracks. These are used to record live instruments, vocals, or any other sounds captured through a microphone or line input. In these tracks, you record the world around you, turning everyday sounds into unique musical elements. Next, we have software instrument tracks. These are your digital orchestra, housing a vast array of virtual instruments and synthesizers. From the grandest of pianos to the most obscure synthesizers, software instrument tracks are your key to a world of limitless sonic possibilities. Lastly, we have drummer tracks. These are your virtual drummers, providing a solid rhythm section to your composition. They adapt to your changes in tempo and style, making them a dynamic and flexible component of your music. But the tracks area is more than just a place to house your sounds. It's also where you can manipulate them, adding effects and automation to bring your tracks to life. You can adjust the volume, pan sounds left or right, and apply a myriad of effects to shape your sound to perfection. In essence, the tracks area is your playground. It's here where you start to see your musical ideas take form, where you experiment with different sounds and textures, and ultimately where you bring your musical vision to life. So take the time to explore, to play around, and to get comfortable in this space. The more you understand this area, the more control you have over your sound, and the better your music will be. Understanding the tracks area is crucial to your music scoring journey. Balancing your sound is key in production. The mixer in Logic Pro X is your best friend for this. Imagine the mixer as the command center of your music production. It's where all the elements of your song come together like a grand symphony, each playing its part in harmony. The mixer in Logic Pro X gives you control over every aspect of your sound, allowing you to shape and mold it to perfection. Think of each track in your song as a unique instrument in an orchestra. Just like in an orchestra, some instruments need to play louder, some softer, and some need to be centered or moved to the side to create a balanced and engaging sound. This is where the volume faders and pan controls come into play. Volume faders are like the volume knobs on your stereo. They allow you to adjust the loudness of each track, creating a balance between all the elements in your song. If your bass is too loud, it might overpower the vocals, or if your drums are too quiet, they might get lost in the mix. With volume faders, you can adjust each track to find the perfect balance. Pan controls, on the other hand, let you decide where in the stereo field each track should sit. Want your guitar to sound like it's coming from the left speaker? Just pan it to the left. Want your backing vocals to fill out the right side of the mix? Pan them to the right. It's like being a conductor, guiding each instrument to its place in the sonic landscape. And let's not forget about the mute and solo buttons. These handy little tools let you isolate tracks so you can focus on one element of your mix at a time. Need to fine-tune the vocals without the distraction of the drums? Just hit the solo button. Want to see how the mix sounds without the piano? Hit the mute button. Mastering the mixer is like learning a new instrument. It takes time, practice, and patience. But once you've got the hang of it, you'll find that it's an incredibly powerful tool in your music production arsenal. Learning to use the mixer effectively can bring your music to life. The library in Logic Pro X is a treasure trove of sounds waiting to be discovered. It's essentially a vast virtual instrument and effects library that functions as your sonic playground, ready to be explored and experimented with. This space is where you'll find an extensive array of instruments and effects, meticulously designed and carefully categorized, making it easier for you to find the perfect sound for your project. From classic pianos and orchestral instruments to modern synthesizers and drum machines, the library houses a plethora of sounds that can cater to almost any musical style or genre. But the library is not just about providing sounds, it's about providing inspiration. Imagine you're working on a piece and you're not quite sure what it needs. You can browse through the library, try out different instruments or effects, and you might just stumble upon the missing piece of your musical puzzle. The library also plays a crucial role in enhancing the overall sound of your music. It's a place where you can layer different sounds, add depth and texture to your tracks, and truly bring your music to life. You can take an ordinary sound and transform it into something extraordinary by applying different effects, adjusting parameters, or even combining different sounds together. And the best part, the library is constantly evolving. New sounds and instruments are regularly added, ensuring that you always have fresh and innovative options to work with. It's like having an ever-expanding musical toolbox at your fingertips. In the world of Logic Pro X, the library is your sonic sandbox. It's a place where you can let your creativity run wild, experiment with different sounds, and create music that is truly your own. So don't be afraid to dive in explore, and discover what the library has to offer. The library is your gateway to a world of sounds. Use it to make your music truly unique.